Hello, welcome to Cosmic Readings and Messages. This is an updated message on April 9th, 2020, regarding the global pandemic. And I've added to this one world change. So it's global pandemic and world change reading and message. Where I am, there's some rain and some thunder going on outside. So if you hear that, it's not anything unusual or supernatural or anything. There's some thunderstorms around where I am. But during the past day or so, I've had a lot of different dreams, having trouble sleeping, getting lots of different messages and visualizations that the spirits and the universe have been showing me. And some of them are quite disturbing. So I figured I would do this reading. Let me just move the microphone here. I would do this reading early this morning here on the 9th of April, 2020, to see if there's anything updated about what is going on. Tomorrow is the 10th. And for the past couple of weeks, I've been getting this feeling that there was going to be a change. Something important. Something was going to happen on April 10th. Go back and watch some of the previous videos. And if you want to learn a little bit more about me and how I do my readings, go back and watch the intro video to the channel. Click on Cosmic Readings and Messages if you're finding this video by itself. Go back and watch the intro video to find out more about me and the fact that I actually am a science type person. I'm looking for evidence. I'm looking for proof. I'm looking for validation. But my life experiences, my life path has intermingled me with the spirits and angels, the universe, and that's why I do these. And normally it's many weeks or months even before I actually do a reading because I've been very busy. But I'm also very tired tonight because like I said, I haven't been getting enough sleep. I try to, and I'm not stressed out. It's not because I'm not working currently because of the pandemic and the job is basically closed for the moment. I usually sleep pretty well, and I don't let things really get to me. And as far as like stress over what's going on, the messages from the spirits and angels have been very consistent, and that this is going to pass and things are going to get better. So I'm not really worried about that. But what's happened in the last couple of weeks is some very unusual messages and dreams. So go back and watch some of the previous day's messages. Because they're leading me in two different directions. We have this pandemic going on and, everything that's going on with that. But there's also something else, this global change that's happening. It's, and it has to do with evil and devil and if you watch the previous videos, I had a visualization of a giant octopus bigger than the Earth. If you can imagine the Earth sitting out in space, it was this giant octopus that basically had its tentacles wrapped around the entire planet. So it was touching everything, and it was an evil, bad octopus. And it needs to be destroyed and killed. And what's interesting, too, is it's kind of like a piggy bank. When it gets killed and destroyed, all this money's going to come out of it. But it's entangled into everything around the world. And it's a very evil, bad force on our planet. And it's entangled in government. It's entangled in our lives. And it's going to be revealed. Now, I was tying this into what's been going on and sort of a message that this change is going to be almost biblical. And it's interesting because we're in this week where we've had Palm Sunday last Sunday. We've started now Passover. And it turns out tomorrow, the 10th, is Good Friday. I didn't even realize that. I was getting something about April 10th, like something to do with the 10th day of the 4th month, and something to do with, different dates and numbers that have been coming up. And Easter is on Sunday. And a key number for me, and I apologize because I am really tired, is the number 3. And 3 days from the 10th would be the 12th, the 10th, 11th, and 12th, which is Easter. And I think, and when I thought about that, I said, there are these 3 days of Easter that ends on Easter. I'm getting a lot of voices in my head right now that something is going to be happening tomorrow on the 10th. Either we're going to look back on it. We're going to look back and say, oh, yeah, the 10th was when this happened, or it was a pivotal point. What's interesting is I also just noticed today, watching the news, some of the models for this pandemic have changed, and the death toll is now expected to be much, much less. And one thing came into being. One news report was talking about how the models were predicting around the 15th or 16th of April was going to be the peak, and then it would be coming down after that. And it seems like now those models have lowered the death toll, but also apparently the models are now predicting the 12th. And I can't help but think that the President of the United States, Donald Trump, had aspired to opening up the country again on Easter. He mentioned that, and of course he caught a lot of flack for that. People were saying, he's crazy or whatever. He didn't say that that's when the country would reopen. That's what he said he would aspire to, and he mentioned that how great would that be because it's Easter and that's the new beginning, the rising. It was just, if you paid attention to what he was saying, he wasn't saying that's when he was going to open up the country. That's what he would hope. That was what he was hoping for. And wouldn't it be like a great thing if it happened then? So I think, that particular day, and that's a biblical day, and we're in this biblical week with Holy Week, Passover, Good Friday starts the 10th, which I was already picking up on. So, and then there's this evil that's going on. I don't know if it's going to be rooted out or there's going to be an announcement or something is going to happen involving like killing this octopus. Again, go back and watch the previous days because, and I'm shuffling the angel message cards here. I'm just going to go ahead and see. Spirits, angels, universe, please come forward. Please, what message are we going to start off with for the world regarding this global change, this pandemic that's going on? Tomorrow is the 10th. We have Easter coming up. We're in Holy Week. Spirits and angels, please come forward. Make a card fly out of here. So, let's see what message you have for the world on this 9th of April 2020. I really don't want this reading to go on too long. I do really have to get some sleep tonight. And I would actually like it to wrap up with this reading and then not be bothered with dreams or visions of scary stuff in some respects. None of these cards are popping. Nothing is... do I just pick a card or, nothing is really popping here. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Just as I say that, a card flies out and lands on the floor. Okay. All right. This doesn't make any sense. It's the Akasha card. Is this just a message for me, or... don't know. You are a spiritual teacher. You have the ability to counsel others and help them awaken their spiritual gifts and divine life mission. Okay. I was asking for a message for the world, for the globe, and I noticed that the candle is starting to go out there. The camera's at an angle, and I've got the table, the thing here set up for the video at an angle, and so the candle is going out. Let me just see if I can turn that. Oh, and it went out. Okay. I put the candle there just to make it look nice, but that's okay that it went out. So you're a spiritual teacher. You have the ability to counsel others and help them awaken their spiritual gifts and divine life mission. Is this for the world? Or is this just for me? If it's for me, well, thank you, but I'm looking for a message for the world, spirits and angels. And this card just flips out, just like that. Archangel Michael. Go back and watch the other days. This is a very powerful card to me. And I notice it's a little bit dim because I don't have all the lights on again. And Archangel Michael, he's the head honcho. He's the he's leading the army of the angels. I am with you, giving you the courage to make life changes that will help you work on your divine life purpose. So he has represented the President of the United States. Was it not yesterday, but the day before in my reading? He came through in a previous reading for the world that basically Archangel Michael is watching over us. So that means all the angels are. They're all watching over us. And again, as I mentioned in my previous videos, I use Holy Spirits, guardian angels, and the universe all collectively as one. And I do tend to say them all together because it's just the way I do things. So I thank you for bringing Archangel Michael back. All right. So I didn't really ask a question or anything. Spirits, angels, universe, please come forward. My special number is 3. Of course, 7s mean a lot to me. Also, for this message for the world, is the 10th, 11th, and 12th significant? Ending with Easter, beginning on the 10th, which is a message that I've gotten previously. Ending with Easter, the 3-day period. Is this an important... Is the 10th, 11th, and 12th important for the world? What message do you have for the importance to the world of the 10th, 11th, and 12th? I'm getting a feeling I have to use the tarot cards. No angel cards are popping here. Okay, card just popped. And it's the Shanti card again. This is a repeat. Go back and watch the other readings. They're giving me the same cards, which is confirmation, which is good. Shanti is the angel of peace. I bring you a new tranquility and a smoother road ahead. We've gotten this card before, so it's confirming, which is good. It's confirming. Maybe it's this smoother road ahead after Easter, after the 3 days. Angel of peace, smoother road ahead. I'm going to go ahead and go to the tarot cards, and I'm going to use the major because I do split the major arcana and the minor arcana cards. I use the major ones specifically for big messages, big broad pictures, important things, and I use the and I use the minor arcana for like the fill in the blank and telling the rest of the story. So let's see here. To go along with the peace card there, Shanti, I'm asking about the 3-day period. What message do you have regarding the 3-day period from the major arcana cards, spirits and angels? Good Friday through Easter Sunday, tomorrow through Sunday. Because today's Thursday the 9th, and we're getting close to that time period. Okay. Here's the card that flipped out. Death. And the death card means a new beginning. Something has to die. Something is being allowed to die so that something new can come in. And these dark cards, I like when they have the light in the background, because that means that there's light in the background. And I know, the phrase has been brought up recently that there's light at the end of the tunnel. Smoother road ahead, angel of peace. There's going to be a death, which is going to allow something new to grow. This is following the same message. I'm also getting this, if you look at the picture, we mourn the death of those that we've lost during this pandemic. But they're not dying in vain. It's giving rise to this new thing. Also, the card number is 13. That's Monday, the 13th. We have the 3-day, 10th, 11th, and 12th. And Monday is the 13th. Wow. And the death card does mean big changes, too. It's kind of like the tower, but it's not. Again, as something new grows, there's a rebirth, transformation, time to move on. The death card means you need to move on from what is lost onto this new thing, the light that's coming, the smoother road ahead. I bring you a new tranquility and a smoother road ahead. Spirits and angels, please come forward. I'm going to use the angel cards. Am I on the right track with this message? That's what I'm picking up. Is it the 10th, 11th, 12th? When that's over, it's the new beginning on the 13th. Just give me like an angel message card to confirm that, or deny it, or something else for the world. There's the cards are just not acting normal tonight. They're not popping like they normally do. And that usually means there is an important message trying to come through. Spirits and angels, please come through. What angelic message card? Oh, okay. All right, let's see what has come through. Maya. Haven't seen this one for a while. Schooling, study, and education help your life's purpose and personal growth at this time. The angels will guide you and help you with this process. Now, when I see this card, you see schooling, study, and education helps your life purpose. That could be taken as, as actually somebody who's studying, like a college student or a high school student, when you're studying something. But this card also means, to me, that we're going to be learning something. We're going to find out stuff. And this goes back to the previous messages. We're going to be learning. We're going to be educated during this time period. We're going to learn about the virus. We're going to learn about the pandemic. We're going to learn how to combat this virus. But we're also going to learn about the giant octopus that has its tentacles all around the world, and it's going to be destroyed with the angels' help. Because that's what this is going on in the background. I hear so many voices right now. I hear whispers. There's secrets. There's but we're all going to find out about this. And the angels will guide you and help you with this process. There's going to be a lot of things that are going to come out We're going to be learning a lot of different things. Now, I know in the news there's questions about the World Health Organization covering things up. People say, yes, it was happening, and other people are saying, no, it's, Trump in the United States being a jerk. There is evidence, though, that things were covered up, and we didn't get all the facts at the beginning. So I think we're going to be learning in that respect. There's just going to be a lot of things to learn. And I think that's what that card is talking about. I'm going to use the Minor Arcana card. Spirits, angels, please come forward. I have the Minor Arcana cards here. Can you fill in the blank about this time period, the 10th, 11th, 12th, ending on the 12th with Easter, and then a new beginning on the 13th? Is there any more information about that? Or anything else about the darkness that's going to be conquered, the change, the new beginning that's going to come across, or any message for the world from the Minor Arcana cards to sort of fill in what's going on over the next several days. Sort of fill in for these three cards. Okay, this card just flipped out. The Ten of Wands. And there was just some thunder outside. You may actually hear that. It's also starting to pour rain. So the tens are the completion. That's, it's the last card in each suit, beside like the pages and messenger, or the knights and queens and kings. But it's the end. So it's the wholeness of the cards. And, the Ten of Wands, he's carrying a heavy burden. He's carrying all those wands. There's going to be stress. We're all going to need some help. He needs help. There's going to be a lot to carry. We're going to find... That's it. That's it. We're going to be finding out a lot of stuff in a relatively short period of time, I think. But it's going to be a burden almost. It's going to be like, we're going to find out this, we're going to find out that. This change that's coming, and this rebirth, the new beginning. And everyone's going to be a little bit stressed out from that, because it's going to be... We're going to find out stuff, and it's going to be a new beginning. Ten of Wands. It's going to be very tiring. You're carrying all this stuff. We're going back to normal is actually going to be a relief, because we're getting exhausted of this virus and the stress that it's bringing upon us. And all of this information that's going to be forthcoming in the change and the new beginning is going to be very tiring. But it's all going to be for good, because, go back to the very beginning, smoother road ahead. We're going to have peaceful time. But it's going to be difficult. There's going to be a period of difficulty. That's what I'm picking up from this. I'm just going to go ahead and ask the angels, spirits, angels, in the universe, please come forward. I'm going to use the Major Arcana cards, since this is focusing a lot around the United States. And check out my message from the other day, because I don't like the way some readers are inserting their own bias and their own political agenda into their readings. I'm not doing that here. Whatever card comes through, whatever I pick up from the spirits and angels, I'm going to put forth. So, spirits and angels, what card represents President Donald Trump of the United States during this period? What message do we have regarding the President of the United States? And be honest, come forth. Either the card that represents the President or what's going on with the President of the United States. He obviously needs to know about, this other issue that's going on. And, okay. Well, here's the card that just sort of flipped and turned over. Now, this is another repeat card, and it represented something else the other day. I thought it was representing the virus being attacked by other cells, but it's the Wheel of Fortune, card number 10. And again, 10. The 10th. Tomorrow. The wheel turns. That's where I originally, I believe that's where I got the 10th from. The wheel is going to start turning on the 10th, the Wheel of Fortune. And the fortune is in our favor. I'm going to have to watch because I'm asking about President Donald Trump of the United States. Maybe something's going to be revealed during the press conference on Friday, Good Friday. Or something's going to happen during the press conference. I don't know. But again, this is card number 2. Excuse me, and now I have the hiccups. And I'm also very tired, so I am going to be wrapping this reading up soon. But it's the 10th. The Wheel of Fortune. Card number 10. It's a turning point. The president is involved. The President of the United States is involved with this turning point. And it's good fortune. It's a lucky card, too. Some people see that card as a lucky card. It will be very interesting to see what happens tomorrow, the 10th. I may have to do a reading tomorrow on the 10th. We'll see what happens. Again, I've also got this idea that something may happen, something may change, or this wheel will turn, and we may not even realize it. If you go back and look at my other readings, it could be something that we look back on and say, oh yeah, April 10th was when that happened, or whatever. But that's what I'm picking up here. The wheel is going to turn. And Donald Trump is part of, because I just asked about the president, the wheel is going to turn, and this is a lucky card. And maybe this is the beginning of everything else here. This is the beginning, the 10th, and then the 11th and 12th, and then the 13th is the new beginning. Which we may not even realize it at the time. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. Spirits and angels, universe, please come forward. What about the representation, the metaphorical giant octopus that I've seen again in a dream last night? That's strangling the earth with its giant tentacles, touching every continent and every ocean. It's entangled in everything, and it's going to be destroyed because it's an evil, bad octopus. It's corrupt, and it's embedded in everything, and it's going to be revealed and destroyed. And it's not the virus. Not the virus. The virus is going on at the same time. This pandemic is going on at the same time. So from the major arcana cards, what do you have to say about this metaphorical octopus with its tentacles strangling the earth? And when we destroy... Okay. Here's the card that flipped. Let me put these cards down. I am so tired. The Tower. Some cards fell on the floor because I'm getting tired here and I just dropped them. I apologize. But the Tower card flipped. So I'm asking about the metaphorical giant octopus holding onto the earth. And this is another repeat card too. The tower's going to fall. The octopus is going to be destroyed. And it's the spirits and angels. Archangel Michael's involved with this. The protector. And I don't know if you just heard that, but thunder just rumbled outside. So, like, perfect timing. It's distant thunder, but yeah, I just heard the rumble. I do have the soft music playing in the background, so you probably can't hear it. But, and yeah, this lightning bolt striking the tower. Again. Now this is card 16. That's this coming week, the 16th. We have the 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th is Monday. So maybe we're going to be finding out about this because the tower is an abrupt change. For the evil and the metaphorical, nasty, and evil octopus that's going to be dismantled and destroyed, it's unwanted change. They're not going to want this, but it's going to happen. It's going to happen because we have this peace and smoother road ahead. There's something big happening in the next couple of days. And biblical, it keeps coming to mind. And we have these holidays that are going on. And this is upheaval. This is going to be big. This is huge. And the virus is going to be coming to an end. We may find out more about that too, about any conflicts of ideas or conflicts of conflicts involving the virus in the world. And I'm not talking about war. I'm talking about information and spirits and angels. I just in the universe. I just got the word intertwined. Intertwined in my head. These two things are happening at the same time because they are intertwined. The pandemic is intertwined with this evil octopus. They're separate, but they're intertwined. Let me go to the... Okay, spirits and angels. Can you elaborate using the minor arcana cards? Can you elaborate, give me more details about this? The octopus being the evil octopus that's going to be destroyed, and money's going to come out of it. How it's intertwined with the coronavirus that's plaguing the earth with this pandemic. What card links them together? Is there a card that links... Okay. This card just flipped over. Interesting card. The Seven of Cups. Look at this picture. Each cup has something else in it, including like that demon, like reptile type creature. Devilish looking thing. Yeah, there's good, there's bad, there's a snake, there is the light. It's all intertwined. And there's confusion in this picture because it's all wrapped up together. Seven of Cups. So the sevens are... it's an interesting number. Some people see it as like being here, in the now. So this is happening now. Being here and now is what's coming into my mind. The Seven of Cups in particular is talking about many choices. and issues. And that's what's happening in the world. I mean, we have a lot of things going on. So we've got this pandemic, we've got issues with the economy, we've got issues with people getting sick and dying, issues with trust around the world, issues with politics. You know, people are thinking different things. So there's division. There's a lot of hate in the world. A lot of false ideas being spread in the world in various forms, not just one political party or the other. There's a lot of confusion. And yes, that's how they're linked. This confusion, all of these different choices of what do we believe, which cup do we want to pay attention to, and the evil is in there too. So they are intertwined at this point in time. Spirits, angels, universe, because I do need to wrap this reading up because I am very tired. Can you give me, from the major arcana cards, the message for the end of April? After this time period ends, from the major arcana cards, because I'm going to use something, I want the big message. What card represents later this month of April? Toward the end of the month of April for the globe. What message do you have after this period of turmoil, and does the peaceful road ahead come toward the end of the month? Okay, this card just flipped over. Which one is it? Okay. Another repeat card. Now, to answer this question, it's giving me the Devil, which is card 15, which is the middle of the month. The 15th. Now again, sometimes, I'm asking about the peace. I'm asking about after all this is over. Maybe by the 15th, because that's after the 3 days, the 10th, 11th, 12th, and then the 13th, we come out of that. This is the 15th, the middle of the month, which leads to the end of the month. And the Devil, again, talks about addictions, being chained to it, greed, envy, that kind of stuff, obsession, lust. What I'm getting here is this card is, because it's being thrown in our face and we're chained to the Devil, we can unchain ourselves. It's going to be destroyed. The evil is going to be destroyed. The tower is going to fall. We are going to break free from those chains because we know it. When you confront and when you learn about the addiction or the evilness, it's that whole idea of, you can't get better until you recognize that you had a sickness. And I'm not talking about the virus. When you realize that you're addicted, then you can start to break those chains and escape and get away from it. And I think that's what I'm picking up here. The tower, remember, is the evilness, and it's going to fall. The giant evil octopus that has its tentacles all around the world is going to be dismantled. It's going to be destroyed. Whether we find out about it or not, immediately it's happening. There's going to be some interesting things that happen over the next couple of days. So we can break free from that devil. And the 15th is the middle of the month. By the end of the month, things will be getting better because we will be breaking free from that addiction. It's like a global addiction because the tentacles were in everything, and it caused a lot of confusion. all these different cups with all these different things. Which one do we choose? Some people choose one, some people choose the other, and they're all vying, like they're all right there in front of us, like pick me, pick me, pick me. And it's very confusing. And some people, and this is political too, and people are choosing which side they want to be on. And in those cups is the evilness. It's actually entangled in all of them. But it's going to be taken out. The tower is going to fall for the evilness. Wow. Wow. A lot of different ideas are coming in with this. Let me take these cards away. New beginning. Luck. The wheel's going to start turning, and that's the 10th. The wheel turns, and luck is with us. Archangel Michael. Smoother road ahead. The angels, the spirits are there for us. We've been carrying a heavy burden. And again, the 10 of Wands, the 10th. 10 keeps coming up. And the 13th, Death card. That's Monday. The light at the end of the tunnel starts appearing on Monday. The 12th is Easter. The Easter is the rising. Easter is the culmination of this Holy Week. This is a biblical event. Wow. So much symbolism is coming into this reading. And it makes sense, too. Spirits, angels, universe. I'm going to end this reading. So I'm going to shuffle the angel cards. What is the final message? Because I am going to wrap up this reading now. What is the message to end off this reading for the world? For this global change that's happening, that we're in the middle of, and the global pandemic. Okay, the Isaiah. This is a repeat card. Isaiah popped out. I sometimes see this as the pregnancy card, but what it says is, it's a good time to give birth to new ideas and situations in your life. I am watching over you, guiding you, and protecting you during these changes. And there it is. I mean, okay, I can see the video here. World change. It's right there in the video. The angels are guiding us, protecting us during these changes. This is a world change. What a nice message. It's a good time to give birth to new ideas and situations in your life. We have that smoother road ahead. This biblical event that's happening, that we're all wrapped up in. And all indications are it's something evil. There's corruption, there's evilness, there's bad things, bad actors in the world that are going to be brought to light. And they're all part of this evil octopus that has its tentacles around the world. It's going to be destroyed. It's coming down. And there's a lot of money, like around the world, involved with this corruption and this evilness. And it's going to be spread around the world. We had that card the other day, that this money is going to come back to everybody. Like a giant piggy bank being burst open, and everybody's going to get a piece of it. Wow. Go back and watch the other readings. See the progression of how these messages are coming along, because I may have to go back and watch some of my own readings, because I think it's all being linked together. And this is a great card to end off with. Major Arcana card. What is the final message, as I shuffle these cards again? What is the major message to end off this reading for all my viewers in the world? This is the card that flipped. This is another repeat card. Look at this. card 19, which is after this period, the Sun. The Sun. Beautiful card. And it's a spring type picture. Here in the Northern Hemisphere, here we are in springtime. The sun's coming. The sun is getting close to the end. And it means material happiness, a joyous outcome, success. This is the final message for tonight. Now tomorrow's the 10th, so that's when the wheel turns and this all starts going into action. I mean, we're in the middle of it, but things are going to pick up pace. We're going to have success again. Just everything is great, and there's the baby on the white horse. The white horse, is beautiful. Peace. The baby is part of that new beginning, a rebirth, new growth. The card just sums it all up. Wow. Give birth to new ideas and situations in your life. We're going to be finding out a lot of stuff. Since there's a lot of readers that are, focusing on Donald Trump and giving their own personal opinions in their readings, spirits and angels, what is the outcome for Donald Trump? Actually, let me put this card back in, put this card away. What is the outcome of this biblical event that we're going to be going through when we get to the other side and the virus is conquered and the evil is gone, the giant tentacled octopus is killed? What is the outcome for President Donald Trump in the United States? Please give me the true answer. What card represents Donald Trump after this is over? Okay, here's the card that popped. And again, this is another repeat card. So, I mean, there's only so many major arcana cards, but, this card has come out again. Card number 14. So this is the 14th. Temperance. So this is what the spirits and angels are saying about Donald Trump. Temperance, which is a harmonious card. It's also balance. If you look, he's got the 2 cups and he's pouring things back and forth. In this case, it's energy. On this particular card, it's like it's like water, but it also kind of looks like a lightning bolt, so it's power. But yeah, it's usually representing. Now, this card also kind of reminds me a lot of Archangel Michael. It's a giant angel with the light over his head. So it's a very powerful card as far as I'm concerned. It also represents patience and self-control, moderation. So I think, I am actually asking about Donald Trump. Things are going to calm down for him. Maybe that's because, things will come, whatever is exposed and what's happening, it looks like he's going to come out of this looking good and very peaceful and, balanced. I'm getting that word. Also, this card represents divine timing. And I've mentioned that on some of my readings. We're not on, the spirits, angels, universe don't really operate on our time. They operate on divine timing. So sometimes things don't happen when we would like them to. They happen when they're supposed to. And that came up in a previous reading. Things are happening when they're supposed to. And this card also has to do with divine timing. So this is the time for Donald Trump, the President of the United States. So if you don't like him, you probably are saying no, and you probably are interjecting your own idea into this. But that's what's coming through from the spirits and angels. And yesterday or the day before when I did the previous reading, he's being watched over by Archangel Michael during this period, and the world too. I mean, the spirits and angels are go back to the previous readings. Archangels were just popping like crazy. So, I guess if you're against Donald Trump and you're a Trump hater, well, you're not going to like this because it looks like he's got the universe on his side. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it or change it to something horrible, as some readers are doing out there. In fact, what I'm going to do right now, Spirits and Angels Universe, please come forward. There's a lot of readers online with a lot more viewers than my channel that are interjecting their own personal biases and beliefs into their readings. And I'm going to go to the angel cards. What message do you have for those readers online that are using the cards, the angel cards, the tarot cards, to give their own political agenda reading, where they're choosing, where they're basically choosing what card that comes out, and they're using it to perpetrate hate on their videos, which I know you spirits and angels in the universe are not about. You're about love and helping and guidance. So what message do we have for those readers that are purposefully interjecting and inserting their political beliefs, especially about the President of the United States, because he seems to be the focus of a lot of negativity online, whether it's warranted or not. I do know that Spirits and Angels universe, you are not into that. So which angelic message card, as I shuffle them again, because these cards are really not acting normal tonight. There's a lot of energy coming through. Okay, well, interesting card. The Francesca card. Now this is another repeat card. I'm trying to discern what this means, because this came out because it's the desire card. But maybe it's the last sentence in here. This is the card that says, what do you desire right now? Visualize it and it will come about. So this is going out to those readers that are being very negative and inserting their own agenda and their own hatred of the President of the United States into their readings. And you know what this card says? Negativity will block your progress. And those words pop out. Negativity will block your progress. Now, it's interesting because the words, what do you desire right now? So if you're desiring the president to fail or be impeached or die in office, and I've heard that. I've actually heard a reader say, oh yeah, this means he's going to die in office. Wouldn't that be great? That's not being a person of love or light. That's pure evil hatred. But what do you desire right now? Visualize it and it will come about. Negativity will block your progress. So these are the people that are using the cards to tell their own narrative. And I've actually, if you go back and see my previous reading, I did mention that there are readers that are actually going through the cards and they discard ones that actually pop out. They look at it and it doesn't fit what they want it to. So they go through, and I notice that they look and they see which card, and then they pull out the card that they know will fit their narrative and say, look, this card came out, but it didn't. They chose it. So yes, it will come about if you visualize it, but negativity will block your progress. What I'm getting here is the angels and spirits are telling these people negativity, and these are very negative readings, and some of them are downright nasty. And some of the commentary that happens on those pages are downright nasty. And I read them and I just say, wow, these are not very happy people. These are not people looking for love or happiness or guidance. They're looking to get someone, like with their pitchforks. They're ready to have somebody ousted. There's so much hate, and that's not love. That's not light at all. That's being negative. It's going to block your progress. Let me just pull the book on this one, Francesca. What else does Francesca say? Just out of curiosity, I'm just getting that's the meaning here for those people. You have been asking God and the angels, what is next for me? Yet we have been waiting for you to make that decision for yourself. That is why you have felt stuck lately. This impasse occurs because you are afraid of making a wrong decision. We can help you to decide, but ultimately the next chapter of your life is up to you. This is a period of your life that is unscripted. Okay. So that's the message to these people that are doing these type of negative readings and hoping for terrible things to happen to a particular person or the administration of the United States. You have to decide what direction you're going to go in. The angels are not going to script it for you. Your desires are like a painting that you create upon the canvas of your life. Like an artist, you must decide what the theme, background, and foreground will be within your picture. Take some time out to meditate, pray upon, and contemplate this important decision. Yes. But remember, if you don't make a decision, that's the same thing as deciding that everything shall remain the same. So take the time to meditate, pray upon, and contemplate this important decision. Be creative and maintain standards for yourself. Wow, that is an important message. I didn't think that this would make any sense for these people, but you have to decide. If you're a reader or you're watching those channels where there's these horrible things being said and almost like glorified, like, ooh, yes, President Trump is going to be ousted. Ooh, can't we just hope that he gets sick and dies? That's terrible. That's not love and light, and that's not advice or what the cards are actually giving you. And some of these cards, I've actually seen some of the readings that they've been completely misinterpreted. You have to decide if you're a reader, and you as a viewer have to decide, is the reader giving you their bias, what they're hoping to happen, these horrible things to happen? They're wishing the downfall of somebody. They're wishing someone not to be successful. They're wishing death. They're wishing being ousted on a world leader during a pandemic. That's terrible. That's actually horrible. Even if you disagree with this person, those are horrible things to think. As I've stated in my readings, my political background, whether I like the president or not, has nothing to do with these readings. I'm going by what they give me and the messages that are coming through, and they're rather clear. They're very clear, actually. This whole situation seems to be building. And Archangel Michael appearing like that, a very positive card, very important card to me, representing the president and overlooking the world and the United States in previous readings. Very important and very positive. There's these readers that are just being totally negative and hoping for terrible things to happen to the president. And there's others too. It's not just the president. There's other readers that are attacking other political parties in Europe and even in Australia. I've seen some of those. So they become very biased and political, and they give their little monologue before they even do their reading because that's what they want. And they're basically preaching to their little hateful crowd on their pages and on their channels. And everyone starts posting their little horror stories like, oh yes, wouldn't this be great if he dies? Wouldn't this be great if he gets ousted? And they call him names. That's not love and light at all. And that's not what the angels and spirits, the universe, that's not what it's all about. It's terrible what these people are doing. It's very disturbing. You can disagree with policies. You can disagree with politics of a certain party. But when you stoop to the level, and I'm going to say that, stoop to the level of hoping for failure and hoping for someone to die or get into trouble and be dragged through the mud, you are not a very good person. And I would argue your channel should be shut down because you need to go back and meditate and pray and contemplate. What are you actually doing on your channel? You're pushing an agenda that's not love and light or guidance at all. And that's all I have to say about that. It's wrong. It's just plain wrong. Keep your politics out of your readings. Period. And stop twisting the messages from the angels and stop using the cards as your own little weapon. That's all I can say. Go back, pray, and meditate. This part of your life is unscripted. Negativity will block your progress. I could argue the spirits and angels won't even talk to you anymore. They'll let you just play with your cards. Spirits and angels, sorry that I went negative like that, but I needed to say that again because it's not right at all. So we'll end off with, can you give me a message for the world again? Oops, from the Major Arcana cards. And as I'm saying it, this card flipped. Again, the 13, number 13, death. It's the same message as it was before. Light at the end of the tunnel. A new beginning, rebirth. The old way is going to get washed away. It's going to die. Big changes, but big endings. It's time to move on. Wow. And transformation. And I don't know if you heard that, but there's thunder outside again. Another thunderstorm is coming. So, yeah, there was just some lightning and thunder outside. Big change coming. Light at the end of the tunnel. Rebirth. Card number 13. The day after Easter, the 12th. Tomorrow's the 10th. All right, what card is at the bottom of the at the bottom of the Major Arcana cards? I just getting ready to put these things away. Wheel of Fortune was at the bottom of the deck. The wheel turns. Luck. Card number 10. Wow. And it goes back to the message that we had earlier in this reading. The Death card. Card 13. New beginning. Maybe starts on the 13th, Monday. The day after Easter. We move on. Card number 10. Tomorrow's the 10th. The wheel turns. In our favor. Good luck. Big changes coming. Just out of curiosity, flip over the angel cards, and it's another repeat. Grace and Antoinette. That was at the bottom of the angel cards. Grace and Antoinette says, to help heal this situation, see the other person's point of view with compassion. Now, after everything we've seen, all this change and everything that's happening, there's going to be people who are going to be completely disrupted by what's going on. To help heal the situation, see the other person's point of view with compassion. Be compassionate. Don't be a hater. And you know what? I took that card off the bottom of the deck, and the next card that was there. Oh, wow. Now I have the cards flipped over. The next card that was right underneath that one was the Sonia card, which is, I bring you a message from your deceased loved one. I am happy, at peace, and I love you very much. Please don't worry about me. And the message I get from that is the people who were losing during this pandemic, they're not dying in vain. They're going to be at peace, and they love all of us. They're now with the angels. They're with the universe. They're with, the spirits. And it's very peaceful on the other side. And they want us to know that they're at peace. So don't be sad. They're going to be okay. And then the card that was right underneath that, oh, this is hilarious. The card that was right underneath that was the Omega card. Victory, your desire is coming to fruition. Keep up the good work. We're going to be victorious. And the card that was right underneath that, the Crystal card. Have faith and hope, because there is something positive and new on the horizon that you can't yet see. Another repeat card. Underneath that card, the Serena card. I am the angel of abundance. You will receive the money that you need, and God is in charge of how that will happen. Have faith. And, I love when the spirits and angels do this, because they make me laugh. They make me smile, because it's just like the messages just flow very nicely, and they know that I flipped the cards over. I'm putting the cards away. I want to wrap up this message. And look, I'm going to stop with this one here. Archangel Raphael. I am helping you heal physical challenges in yourself and others. You are a healer like me. Go back and look at the other messages, because I know this card. This is the card that tipped me off to the month of May, when things should have already changed. We're going to be starting over again, because he brings the healing emerald green light. I just know I don't even have to read the book, because that's what's in there. This was the card that led me to think about and believe that May is going to be a pivotal month. We're going to be coming out of this, and things are going to be getting back to normal. Again, I'm getting tired. I'm sorry. And that emerald green light, the emerald is the birthstone for May. And that's what I picked up from this on that card. Wow. Amazing. All right, just for S's and G's, as they say, I'm going to flip over the minor arcana cards. What card is on the bottom of the deck? The Ace of Cups. Beautiful card. Again, the aces are gifts. What a beautiful card that is. And then I'm going to go to bed. And the Ace of Cups is talking about... well, it could represent a new baby, relationships, but proposals, marriages, which again is part of a new chapter, a new beginning. We can think of it as it's a love card. It represents love. It represents growth. So we need to embrace love, or we're going to start loving each other a little bit more. And there's going to be growth after all of this. Things are going to heal. That's the message that keeps coming through. Everything is going to be okay. Wow. Thank you, spirits and angels. This reading went on a lot longer than I anticipated, but thank you for all these messages. We look forward to the wheel turning and that new beginning. The old ways dies. The end of darkness. The pandemic ending. This evilness being exposed and removed. The money spreading around. The luck returning. Thank you, spirits and angels. And I thank all of you for watching. Okay. So I put the cards away. Put the clouds back on. By the way, on my readings, when you see those clouds in the video, those aren't just generic pictures that I've pulled off the internet. These are actual cloud pictures that I have taken. Again, I'm a science type person, and I love beauty in nature. And so, yes, when I switch back to the cloud, it's a picture that I actually took. All right. Thank you for watching. If you want to join the channel, subscribe. I say namaste to everybody. I honor the light in you. Please stay on the right path. Be positive, not negative. Everything is going to be fine. Don't worry. Don't panic. And whatever happens over the next couple of days, if it seems scary or earth-shattering or biblical, just remember, it's all for good. Everything is going to turn out right. So, thank you for watching. Namaste.